Hello and welcome back to another episode of Music with Luana. And here is your host.
Hello, welcome.
And what do we have on today's show?
So today we're gonna talk about sync licensing.
Okay. And I see you brought your record.
Yes, this is my first EP, Love, which I recorded in 2017. I recorded 2 English songs and 2 Spanish songs, so different music styles.
Yeah.
One song is synth pop, the other song is classic, swing, and Latin pop.
Nice. And I mean, I think we previewed this, but this episode we're going to talk a bit about sync licensing and like registering your tracks. So you want
Right.
to get into that?
Exactly. So I'm a member of ASCAP, and so once I signed up as a publisher and
Yes. A writer.
a writer.
Yeah.
So and you have to name the track and also how long is the track, and then I published my CD with CD Baby,
Okay.
and they distribute it to all platforms like Spotify, and I also registered my song with in Washington with the CD
Copyright
Office, and I have this. They sent me a letter with a registration number.
Yeah. A couple questions. Why did you choose CD Baby for distribution?
I went to a workshop with Peter Bliss, and
Okay.
he's teaching us all about music business,
Might want
sync
to tell
licensing.
people about that person, like who.
Yes.
That individual
So
is.
he is famous for the song Emotion.
Okay.
He wrote a song back in the 80s for Barbra Streisand,
Okay.
and he was really successful. And now he is doing a workshop every Wednesday. It's called Singer-Songwriter Collective, New
Okay.
York Singer-Songwriter Collective. And it's really good. It's a group of aspiring songwriters and also advanced songwriters who won awards with ASCAP.
Yeah.
And so we learn a lot about music biz and songwriting skills.
And why did you choose ASCAP over BMI or CSAC? Before you get into that, like give the audience a breakdown of those 3 PROs. And first, what a PRO is.
Okay, so you have to be signed with one of those organizations, and they make sure that you are getting paid, and they collect all royalties. For
Gotcha.
example, your song is performed by another artist
Yes.
in a TV show, or your song is performed live at an event or club venue, and you want to make money with it, right? And
Absolutely,
they
yeah.
take care of it, and they protect you as well. So if you don't register your songs, it can happen that somebody else covers the song or makes it a little bit different and sells it, and then
Yeah.
this artist registers the song and you have no rights for the song.
Why did you register your songs on ASCAP and also copyright your songs? Like, give the audience a overview of what's the difference between like registering your songs with a PRO, which is called a performance rights organization, and copyrighting your songs. Like, what's the difference, and why should you do both, or should you choose one over the other, or you know?
So the music producer who produced this record, he told me to do this, and
Okay.
I just did it. And it's always good to have a backup, to have both, like
Yeah.
ASCAP and the Copyright Office.
Gotcha.
And and also on YouTube. So I didn't upload the songs by myself. CD Baby.
Yeah, they handle all the
They handled it.
distribution.
That's why you see, if you type in Luana Sandoval Love on YouTube, you see like another account which Luana
Yeah,
Sandoval
yeah.
and Topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And for example, I used one of my songs for a music video, and then
Oh wow.
YouTube is really good, and then I got an email, hey, you used the song from Luana Sandoval,
Yeah.
and then I wrote a message,
Like,
yeah,
this
it's
is
me,
me.
this is my song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that goes to show that it's actually
Yeah.
working, that they're
It's working.
protecting your.
It's perfect, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And is that through CD Baby, or is that through the Copyright Office?
That's through CD Baby.
Okay.
Yes.
And how much did you pay for that service?
For CD Baby, it's $10 for a record and about $2 for one song. $2-3, yeah.
Wait, $10 for a record is in a collection of songs?
Yes.
And $2 to $3.
For a single, you pay $2 or $3.
Oh, for that particular service.
Yes. So you have to upload your file in WAF format, and then they convert it.
Not WAV?
WAV, yeah.
Oh.
Wave.
Okay.
Wave.
Because you
That's
get WAF.
WAF. Wave. Wave.
WAV.
Wave.
I was like, wait, WAF. Yeah.
Oh, WAV.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, wait, is that like a different format?
No. Wait. Okay. So, because this is high quality, if you upload it in MP3, you lose all the quality.
Exactly. That's like the most, that's a standard, the industry standard, WAV files.
Yes.
Yes. So, why did you choose ASCAP over BMI and CSAC?
Okay, so yeah, I did choose ASCAP because most of my friends are ASCAP members.
Okay.
And that's actually the reason. And also, I heard about the exposition in LA.
Okay.
ASCAP Expo.
Yes.
And
like the workshops and trade shows.
Yes, all the workshops.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I would prefer ASCAP over BMI in terms of you could register as a writer and publisher. I think it costs less. I think it's $100, $50 for writer, $50 for publisher.
Yes.
So my record label is with ASCAP as a publisher, and as a writer, I'm with ASCAP as a writer. So I just thought the process for going with ASCAP was a bit easier. I don't have an issue with BMI. I think it's pretty great too. CSAC I've never used. I don't really know anyone that uses CSAC, but it's one of the three main PROs. But when you think of PROs, most people think about ASCAP and BMI.
Right.
So yeah, and most people I know go with ASCAP. I mean, most of the artists I manage are with ASCAP as well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I go with ASCAP.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you, and like you said, you went because of your friends.
Exactly. That's the main reason. Yeah.
So now, sync licensing. What is sync licensing?
So sync licensing. So you my song Cinti is licensed with the music library Sodabox Music.
Gotcha. Can you tell people that are not familiar what that is? Sodabox?
Sodabox Music is a music library, and you pitch your song to different music libraries or music supervisors.
Yeah.
And if they see a potential that it could be part of a commercial or a film, then they say, do you want to sign the song with us exclusively or just part?
Yeah.
So I signed with them exclusively. So
sign with who exclusively?
With Sodabox Music.
Okay. So basically, if a music supervisor wants to license your song for their film, commercial, movie, they would have to go to Sodabox.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And I also had to sign an agreement with Sodabox Music.
Yeah.
And so when you go to sodabox.com, you have to be a member of Sodabox.
Yeah.
In terms of having access to the whole library, and then you can see all the artists.
Yeah.
You can read the biography, and you can listen to the songs.
And then how does ASCAP, alright, so Sodabox collects the money on your behalf, or is that through ASCAP?
It's through ASCAP because they asked me for when you sign up with ASCAP, you have a number.
Yes.
So they wanted my number.
Yes.
And yeah.
So Sodabox seeks opportunities for you. I'm not really familiar with Sodabox. So what do they do for you, the client?
Yeah, so they just provide their catalog, and for example, if there's a director who wants to direct a Spanish TV show or drama, my song Cinti could match, and then Sodabox Music, they say, we have the song from the artist you want to send over, and but this is how it goes.
And then, all right, so say for example, a music supervisor from a TV show on Netflix or wherever, they're interested in your song.
Yeah.
at what point do you get involved in the process? When they reach out to Sodabox and like, oh, I would like to use this artist's song, I guess they reach out to you and, all right, how much control do you have over having your music in that project?
Oh, so it goes through Sodabox Music,
Correct.
and then they contact me.
Yeah.
And so it didn't happen yet, so I don't know exactly how.
But do you
it
know
goes,
anyone that has had success with Sodabox?
Yes, the music producer who
Okay.
introduced me to Sodabox Music.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you look at any other agencies or companies that offer this service? You ever heard of this company called Taxi?
Taxi, yes, I heard of Taxi Music.
They do something similar, right?
Yes.
Okay, but why did you choose Sodabox over Taxi? Because of the producer?
Because of the producer, he's friends with the founder,
Oh.
Caroline Barron. She's a songwriter and
Okay.
the founder of the company,
Yeah.
based in it's Italy now.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the reason actually.
I've known about Taxi music service for years now, over 10 years.
Ah.
But when you told me about Sodabox, I was like, oh, I know a company similar to that. So they try to get your music into other projects,
Yes.
sync licensing basically.
Right.
And then you said after a deal has been struck, then Sodabox contacts ASCAP or whatever to collect your royalties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Sounds pretty simple.
Yes.
Seems like a lot of people involved, but yeah, I guess. All right. So, yeah.
Yes, and then there's so I prefer being an independent artist, so I'm not signed with any label.
Why?
Because I'm still starting out,
Okay.
and yeah, for example, I have a friend. He's signed with Sony. He's a songwriter and guitar player.
Yeah.
And so his deal with Sony is that they own his music, and they can also change his music and the artist, and he doesn't get any credit, and he cannot use his music anymore.
All right. How did he end up in such a, let's be honest, shitty deal? Like, how did he end up in such a deal?
So he was young and he was starting out. He didn't have much knowledge about music biz.
No
and
lawyers, no managers, no agents.
he has now a lawyer for music.
No, well, not now.
Yeah,
it's a
it
bit
was
too late now.
late
I'm talking about
now.
before. So Sony just gave him a contract and he signed it?
Yes.
Huh. That's kind of, yeah, that's not smart at all.
No.
So now, how many songs does Sony have from him?
That's a good question. I didn't ask.
All right, is it more than 5?
Could be, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
Sony owns that catalog.
Yes.
Huh. And he collects nothing on it.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
I mean, he gets paid like upfront for doing the service, but he cannot use his music anymore, and he doesn't get any credit. It's like a ghostwriter.
Damn.
Yeah. And he doesn't get royalties.
What do you mean he gets paid up front?
Upfront, like yeah, if a company says I want you to write a Spanish song, we pay you $500
Yeah.
to do that.
No, when you said up front, I thought you meant he got paid up front on his catalog with Sony.
Oh no,
No.
for each
For
song.
new music.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but he doesn't collect any royalties for this. So they can use his music for big major TV shows and films,
I'm paying
and
nothing.
right, he doesn't
Oh.
get any royalties because it's not his music anymore.
That's kind of. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't know you could
Yeah.
give away your music so you get nothing in return. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, it's
Not even a writer credit.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
nothing.
Wow. I'm guessing now he's like giving advice on how not to get screwed like that. I'm guessing.
Right.
Yeah, that's,
It
wow.
sounds huge. I mean, if you're young and then you're excited.
like how old was
also.
he when he did this deal?
How old? So I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
wow. That's by far one of the worst stories I've heard about like artists getting ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was this, I forgot the name of the band, but a record label was trying to release their music on streaming platforms, and like other artists in the business boycotted. I forgot the name of the
Mm.
it wasn't a band, but it was like I think it was like a hip hop something. I forgot. But yeah, it's how do you, and you're independent,
Yes.
correct? And you have no interest in signing with a major right now.
I mean, it's a question of time. So
Okay.
right now I'm producing a record with King Charlie Prince.
Okay.
He's
And-
famous for the song "The Roof's on Fire." So
Yeah.
let's see how that works. So we're
Yeah.
working on an EP, like 5 tracks. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, and yeah. I mean,
And are you gonna be like the sole vocalist on this EP, or?
Yes,
Okay.
just me, and
And-
he's producing the tracks. So he's sending me the music. I'm writing the lyrics,
Okay.
and yeah.
Okay. When you say he's writing the music, like the beats.
The beats,
Okay.
beats, yes.
Okay. Cool. And what type of music are you going for this EP?
It's house music, club music, like back to the 80s.
Clap music. All right, house music. That's considered like a form of EDM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And clap music is? Is that? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, like
Alright.
80s, Lisa, Madonna.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Guessing Madonna's like a major influence here.
Yes, she is.
Why?
Because every record is different. She works with so many talented musicians together. Now she's touring with musicians from Lisbon,
Yeah.
and it's never boring. And she's mixing all like world music with disco, with modern music, classic music. It's never boring with her.
What's like your favorite Madonna album?
My favorite one is Ray of Light.
Okay.
My favorite track on this album is Frozen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. In terms of like the music biz, what's more important to you in terms of revenue streams? Is it streaming, tours, merch? Like, where do you see the majority of an artist's income being generated?
Mm-hmm. Well, streaming is good for exposure
Okay.
because everybody can listen to your music, but it's not your major income.
Yeah.
And
I think
I would
it's like 0.006 per stream or
it's
something.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say still touring because you're connected with your fans, and merchandise is also really popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you as an artist,
Mhm.
like, where do you see most of your income coming from?
Yeah, touring.
Touring.
Yeah.
Okay, touring,
Mhm.
and then merch. What else? Is there like any ancillary revenue?
Teaching.
Ah,
If,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like to share my knowledge
Yeah.
in music. Yeah,
Well,
I teach
definitely. We're doing a
vocals,
podcast
piano.
about it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
teaching, and then what else?
What else? I do also film production work.
Ah, okay.
That's also a good way to get into the industry. I mean,
Composing music.
music and film goes together.
Yes,
meeting
absolutely.
people.
We discussed that in a
Yeah.
previous episode. That's true. That's true. So you have touring, and you have teaching, and film composing.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Dancing
Ah,
at private events, weddings,
Okay.
birthday parties.
what about, and of course licensing, like license out your music.
Hmm.
So in terms of ownership of your music, do you own 100% of your music, or do you share ownership with a producer or co-writer? In terms of like now your current catalog,
Okay, for this record,
Yes.
I own 100%.
you produced it and wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Produced it as in you create the music, the.
Yes, I wrote the music.
Yes.
What I did, I like to compose everything out.
Gotcha.
So I did the MIDI file with all instruments, and then the music producer, he did the mixing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. Oh. All right. So engineers, you guessing you work with engineers. Would you credit an engineer as a producer on a track or a writer or anything?
Yeah, I would credit everyone. That's what I did on this EP. I gave credit to the music producer, and he also played guitar and piano.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it's time for you to actually register your song with ASCAP, how do you break down the splits, as they call it?
So for this one, I didn't do any splits because the music producer, he said you can have 100%.
Huh. Why would
Yeah.
you do that?
Because he's nice.
That's kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, even if the producer's trying to be nice, like getting a small percentage is kind of like insurance. What if one of those songs became like a major success? Like, yeah, I don't really see why you do it. At least take a small percentage. But you do credit people accordingly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
So this current song you're working on with the guy from The Roof Is on Fire, how would that work in terms of like ownership, royalties, so on and so forth?
We're still discussing this.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, how much percent for each? Yeah.
That's very important. So
yeah.
When do you actually start the business talk? Before the record, during the record, after the record? Like how? Like give me a breakdown of how it usually works for you.
So he introduced me to TuneCore.
Oh, okay.
He said TuneCore is way better than CD Baby.
In terms of?
In terms of streamings.
Gotcha.
And online sales. And during the session we talk about this business.
So while recording, or before or after, which phase, which part during the production process do you guys like seriously have the talk and sign agreements?
Yeah, I mean every time we when I record the verse and then we listen to it again, and then we talk about music business, and then again I record again the next verse.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my question is, all right, so you guys are discussing like ownership and stuff, right? Of songs.
Yeah.
When do you guys decide to have the conversation? Like, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna sign agreements. Is it before you record, or during your recording, or after? Like, when do you sit down and say, okay, 33% goes here, and this goes here. What's the name of your publishing company? You know, stuff like that. Like, when do you guys have that conversation?
After recordings.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why after? Why not before?
Because after.
Because I mean, doing it after. All right. My thinking is, if you do it after, what if you guys have like a disagreement?
Oh. Okay.
Like yeah, the song is already recorded, but you guys might disagree on ownership. So I'm just saying, to me, looking at it from a business perspective, it would seem like a better idea to do it up front. Like, okay, we're gonna go in and record this song. I own this, you own this. So there's no like misunderstanding after.
Okay, yeah, would be smart. Okay, okay, next session.
Yeah, because then wait until the end. The song is already recorded, and then if you guys disagree, then the song doesn't get released.
Oh.
So yeah, just
okay.
that's my idea.
Okay.
So what's next for the project? The project you're currently working on.
So we are planning to do 3 more tracks. We have finished the second song today.
Okay.
And yeah.
Like completely mixed and mastered, or?
It's post-production.
Okay.
So he has my vocals and he's doing some sound effects.
And what was the first song about?
The first song is called Work, and it's about 24/7. You are a nerd. You like the lyrics are so funny, and it's like a workout song, and like New York,
is it
everybody's
pop? Like pop?
Yeah, it's like house pop and workout music kind of.
All right. So the other 3 songs, are they written?
He's now doing the 3rd track.
Oh, so he's writing as well.
He's writing.
Oh, so he's like a co-writer. Okay. Co-writer and producer.
Yes.
And I'm guessing this is the first project you have a co-writer, or you've written with people before?
That's actually my first project with a co-writer and producer.
Nice. And what's that like? Because most of your other work, you've just been the sole writer.
Right.
And now you have a co-writer. So what's...
It's different because I'm used to, as a songwriter, I'm used to just, if I have an idea and I record it on my phone with the lyrics. So music and lyrics always come together. And then I sit on the piano and I write it down, and then I go to the studio, and this time the track is already done, and I have to invent the story to this track. So it's another way of songwriting. Yeah.
But in terms of, all right, so now you're collaborating as writers. So do you still come up with the initial idea, or does he, or is it like, depends?
You mean what
The
the song
lyrics.
is about? No.
Yeah.
He just sends me
Oh.
the track, and then it's up to me. What
Oh, so you're still wait, I thought you said you were collaborating as writing partners.
Oh, in terms of lyrics, writing.
Yes.
Oh no,
yes.
no.
No, still just you.
I just.
Okay.
I'm the only one who writes the
So
lyrics.
basically, it's like he sends you the beats,
Yes.
and you write to the beats.
I write to the beats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever? Well, you sometimes produce as well, right?
Yes.
But not for this EP.
Not
or,
for this.
Or do you plan on doing it for this EP?
I just write the lyrics and he's sending me the tracks.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's how we work. And then I have another music producer. So it's total opposite. His name is Ethan James, and
Yeah.
he toured with Carlos Santana together
Okay.
as the bass player.
Might want to tell people who Carlos Santana is.
Maria, Maria.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, he told me some crazy stories about.
I guess that's for another episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so continue.
Yes,
Right.
and so with him, I gave him the music sheet,
Oh,
like,
wow. Yeah.
piano part and the lyrics, and then he produced the whole track orchestration. And this track sounds like Disney Broadway song.
Oh, wow.
And then the second song we did together is a bachata song, Latin pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are those tracks released yet or no?
Not yet, no.
Oh.
Because I'm still working on more tracks, and then I release an
And
EP.
like an EP.
EP, yes.
And this is so wow. So you're working on 2 EPs
yes,
simultaneously?
totally different. Yeah, another word.
Oh, wow.
Here and here.
I don't know a lot of like musicians or artists who do that. It's
Mm.
usually like, okay, I'm gonna work on this EP, I'm gonna finish it, work on the next one. I think that's actually pretty good. Like you're multitasking,
Yes,
but it's completely different.
it's a different way to work.
Yeah.
And
But but how does that work for you? Like, I'm working on this EP now with a completely different sound,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna work on this EP with a completely different sound. Like, what's your creative process like, and how do you decide to work on this one or this one?
I mean, there are breaks because both producers are very busy.
Yeah.
And right now Ethan is working on 2 music scores for short films, so he doesn't have time right now.
Okay.
And the other producer, he is from Virginia, so
Yeah.
he came all the way from
Oh, wow.
Virginia to New York.
The one that you're
Bronx.
working with now.
Yeah,
on,
today, yeah.
Okay.
So, and yeah, I mean, it gives me spare time to write songs,
Definitely, yeah.
like alternative pop songs, Latin
Yeah.
pop songs, and then I'm just waiting for the other producer until he finished tracks. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, to recap, we discussed sync licensing, registering with a PRO, Performance Rights Organization.
Mm.
Wait, do you know anyone that uses CSAC?
No, I don't know anyone.
Yeah, me either. It's-
Not many people.
yeah. I mean, if you guys are out there, let us know because I've never met a single person that uses CSAC.
Yeah.
Oh, the ASCAP Expo. Did you do more research on that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, you might be going. I'm guessing.
I might be going.
Okay. Do you recommend people going to those events, even though they might cost a bit? Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you're serious about your business, music business, you
definitely.
invest in yourself. You figure out, okay, I don't have much money, but there are always ways to make it happen.
Yes,
And it's really important to connect with industry people
absolutely.
at those events. And it's always good if you already have something like this CD. If I could go to this event and talk to music producers or other songwriters, I have produced this. This is my first EP. And right now I'm working on 2 other EPs. So if you can provide something,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, so would you recommend bringing like a CD or like a business card? Like, I mean, I don't know a lot of people with CD players.
Mm.
So say for example, you're going up to, like, who are you trying to connect with at these events? Like who, well, not who only, but who in particular are you trying to connect with? Producers, engineers, executives, like who?
I would, so
Like who's your primary
music
target?
supervisors are really
Ah,
important. So if you
okay.
know a bunch of music supervisors, those are the people that are listening to your tracks and they decide if it's a good fit for a commercial
Okay.
film. And then of course other music producers who have worked with famous artists and Yeah, it's always good to have it on your resume.
Absolutely.
For example, that's a way why Madonna is so successful, because she worked with top music producers.
Yeah. But I mean, isn't that what most artists do? Most successful artists, they just keep working with like successful people.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the way. That's the way to grow. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But in terms of, all right, so say for example, you have never released a song and you're going to one of these events. Obviously, you can't go to a music supervisor because you don't have anything to give that music supervisor. So who would you recommend they try to network with?
I would go to other songwriters and musicians, so you can collaborate with those people. And there are always people that are on the same level as you are, aspiring artists.
Absolutely.
And advanced artists, and yeah, you just connect with people and work together, and then you can produce a track together, and then you send it to music supervisors, or you go again and you grow, and then you have something to show to music supervisors.
Okay. Music supervisor seems to be like your key target. Because I'm guessing they have the money.
Those are
for
the gatekeepers. Same with acting, you have to connect with casting directors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And producers.
And producers.
Absolutely, yeah. Any final thoughts?
Oh yes, so if you perform your song on TV or at live events,
Yes.
or if another artist performs your song, you can write to ASCAP or BMI that you performed this song at this location, and you send a set list, and then you can make money of it.
Wait, how? How do they determine how much you get paid on that though?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like live performance.
I mean, it always depends on how big the venue is.
Yeah.
How many tickets you have sold, and also how many minutes have you performed. Yeah.
So, all right, you perform at Coachella, and then you contact ASCAP and be like, hey, I perform at Coachella. They can get the stats on how many people I perform for this amount of time. How would ASCAP determine how much to pay you based on your performance? Like, how does that work, live performance?
Okay, that's a good question. I've never done it before.
Okay.
So, but I know that you can do it. That's all I can say.
I know you get paid for live performances, but I'm just trying to figure out how the PRO actually determines how much.
Yeah. That's a good question.
So yeah, something to look into, I guess. All right, we're about to wrap up. Want to plug your Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram is luanasandova.official.
And tell people to go stream your music, like
yes. So you can find my music on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, pretty much everywhere.
Pandora.
YouTube. Yes.
Definitely.
Tidal.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
CD Baby.
Oh yeah. They have a streaming platform?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to CD Baby Artists and you find my,
gotcha.
because I submitted it through CD Baby and it's there as well.
Oh, so I'm guessing it's kind of like you're gonna go to CD Baby and you're gonna see like a link of all the places your music is being streamed, or.
And you can also buy it from CD Baby.
Oh, the actual.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like Amazon, yeah.
Oh, like Apple Music where you can buy tracks.
Yeah, buy it.
iTunes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Until next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now it's a vibe, yeah. Back to the vision, stone cold. I'm tripping through your soul. I'm falling through the holes in your heart. Now we all living in the base, keep upping, but I just can't seem to shake it off. Oh no, can't stop thinking about you. Pretty face in the body with them tattoos. When I'm chilling with you, you make me feel brand new. Am I tripping or am I in love with you? I don't